metal maniacs? This is Brandon Hoover of Zergoth, and you're banging your head with Dave Softee in his Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio!
Alrighty, Metal Maniacs, here we go. Please help me welcome back to Metal Messiah Radio, hailing from Orlando, Florida, from thrash metal band Zergoth. We have joining us once again, for the third time, the one and only Sir Hooverington.
Zergoth! Fucking do live! Do live! Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Waka! Welcome back to
Waka!
the welcome back to the Metal Meltdown, Brandon. How you doing out there, bud? It's been a while since we've had this opportunity, and it's great to have you here. As finally, Zergoth will be releasing Thrash Odyssey. Congratulations on this.
Well, thank you very much. I know it's been ages. I kind of live outside space and time. I just, sometimes I go back into the, our dimension and just experience things linear. So, unfortunately, it has been quite a few years. A lot of things have happened. It truly has been a Thrash Odyssey. And, we're just excited to have it finally out. We got signed to Colossol Force Records. Sony, Luciano, killer guy. He helped us make it happen. And, we couldn't be any more proud of ourselves.
That's good news. And I remember it was just a few years ago, we had an interview just to touch upon Thrash Odyssey. I think we played the demo and we let people know that this was going to happen. Originally, I think the process or the plan was to have this out there by 2016.
Yeah, we kind of lost the landing on that one. Oh man, yeah. What originally happened, because back in when was the last time we? I think it was 2012 for our second interview.
It might have been,
and
yeah.
Back then, either 2012, 2013, and yeah, we were down in Orlando. We were playing out and whatnot finally, and a lot of stuff happened. Won't go into great detail. I don't want to put a macro lens on it.
Life happens, though, right?
Just magnify it times infinity. But a lot of hurdles, a lot of obstacles, good and bad. But it ended up, I'm not sure where I'm quite going with this one, but it was a Thrash Odyssey, man. And pretty much every song on this album encapsulates each stage of Carlos and I's, experience with this album and just what we went through to make it. And thank God we didn't take as long as Chinese Democracy, but we were getting pretty damn close. It was just, we're just happy to see it done.
Yeah, I'm sure you're getting pretty frustrated in the time that it took to get this done there. But have there been any changes in Zergoth's lineup? I think I noticed you're looking for a bass player. Does that mean your brother is no longer in the band?
Well, it's not that he's kind of like it's Zergoth is a dysfunctional family of just, misfits and just people. And we just happen to verge with each other, What happened was we found members to play out live, of course. We had Ziggy the Destroyer. We had Orvin Gonzalez on drums. Ziggy, of course, he was on rhythm guitar. My brother was on bass. Carlos' son was actually also one of the lead guitarists.
Gil, right? Gil was his name, right?
Gil? No, he was out. He's out.
Yeah.
But, we still talk to him. We're all still good friends. He was unavailable to kind of do it live. So we had to go through with something else. And yeah, we played all over Orlando and it was pretty good.
It's good to hear that you got there performing too, though. But let's talk about this actual Thrash Odyssey. Could you tell us where this was recorded, which studio, and who was responsible for the mixing, mastering, and producing of this?
It's going to be at Track 6 Recordings in Cleveland, Ohio, and it's going to be produced by Brandon Youngs of Colossol Force Records.
Very nice. And who was responsible for the artwork for this? I know your brother, when we had our last interview, he was into the graphics designing and stuff like that, but who did Thrash Odyssey, the CD art?
Oh, yeah. Well, Dave Valentine, he actually did the Thrash Odyssey artwork. Unfortunately, my brother wasn't able to do the artwork like he did for Psychological Defense. And so we had to go with somebody else. But I'm really digging this, the new cover, man. If you go to the Zergoth Facebook page or whatever, that's probably the only place that we currently have it at the moment, at least until we get closer to release and whatnot. But it's like black and red, it's killer. It's thrash. You got people's heads exploding. You got a big fat fucking triangle UFO just blowing up in the goddamn sky with Zergoth in the forefront. It's fucking killer. No filler.
It's kind of the same coloring that we had for the our second banner. Elsie made one in green and more colorful, and you made yours. He wanted it to be more red with the black and white. And there you go. It goes well. Our last interview with the Thrash Odyssey, the banner that we had, I don't forget that. That was pretty cool. So they did a good job. I mean, this looks like it's going to be a great offering. I know your music from Psychological Defense, and you put out fun music, and you are one of a kind, and I'm looking forward to hear this full album. It's going to be great.
It's going to be killer, man. Mostly it was produced by Carlos and I. Carlos played down all the tracks. It's pretty much just him and I, man. We just fucking just...
That's pretty much how it's always been, though. The two of you are the two fronts, if you want to say. Without the two of you, everything else in the middle doesn't really come through, does it?
There shall not be Zergoth, otherwise Zergoth, the faceless beast consumed by metal, will be taking over the mind of somebody else and channeling its influence.
Right. And I'm interested to know. I mean, it's really great that you're going to have this release through Colossol Force Records. What led you to sign with them?
You know, Dave, synchronicity, you know, it just kicked in, and for whatever reason, I had this feeling I should message this guy, Sony. And I just went with it. And sure enough, man, he was like, hey, you guys are pretty good. We sent him 2 tracks. We sent him A Friend in Hell and Eva the Odyssey. And he liked what he heard. And we just went from there, man. And we just happened to find a good family with Colossol Force Records.
Very good. That's good news. And will you be preparing to make any music or animated or lyrical videos to promote Thrash Odyssey? Any official videos? Yes. What can we tell the people out there about that?
Well, it's going to be low budget, of course. Budget cuts.
At least you have some money, right?
Like we always do, man. It's pretty much, you know, I'm sure they're going to handle a couple things in terms of some of the YouTube releases for official kind of, you know, releases by, you know, the singles, if you will. I'm sure those will, you know, it just basically just upload, you know, just the tracks on YouTube, maybe with like some cool background or something that slightly moves, you know, to the music. No, but I do plan to, we plan to make a video for A Friend in Hell, Zakakaka, and possibly Prison Planet. And as far as animating goes, I'm thinking about doing something, but it would have to be to probably the shortest track on the album, which I'm not quite sure because they're all over 3-4 minutes at least. So, and it's kind of hard to animate. It takes me probably about 50 hours to get anything decent. And I'm not the best artist. I might as well fucking, like, I don't know, be a 5-year-old drawing with a Crayola and MS Paint, you know, but I can do it. I can do it.
Brendan, you always have very interesting titles for your songs. Could you tell us what Zakakaka is all about?
I mean, stick a finger up your ass.
Does it really?
Literally. Quite literally.
Wow.
It's like reverse bulimia, only with your asshole.
Wow. I would never have thought that. Crazy. And let's talk about merch. That's the most important thing about these interviews, is how we can tell and inform the fans on how they can support the bands that they love. So where would you say would be the best place for fans out there to get the digital copy or physical copies of Thrash Odyssey? I would imagine it might be on your Facebook or your actual store at www.zergoth.com, but where would you say would be the best place?
It would be either ColossolForceRecords.com, our Facebook page, Zergoth.com. I'm sure it'll also be on iTunes, Spotify, that sort of thing. So those are pretty much going to be the outlets.
Very good. That's good information for them. And beyond the music, the new music, what else can we tell the fans about what other merch you may have available for them?
We're probably going to have probably 2 different designs for t-shirts. Of course, we're going to have the CD artwork or album artwork for this. You know, we're just going to, we hope to get records instead of just CDs because, you know.
You're going to do vinyl? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I would like to do vinyl.
Very nice. That's very popular these days, of the resurgence of
Okay.
the vinyl.
It's all about the artwork for that vinyl too, man. It's good to hang on a wall.
This is true.
Hex the area it surrounds.
And I always ask you about touring and if you have plans to support your music. So I need to ask you, as always, do you have something planned for a tour in support of Thrash Odyssey? You have anything in the works or anything we could spread the word on?
Currently, at the moment, until release, we can't confirm anything. I mean, because Zergoth, is sort of an internet-based band that fluked out into existence in reality, and we just made it happen in person when we all moved to Orlando. So since about 2013, 2014, my brother and I, we moved back to Michigan. Carlos is still in Orlando, a couple other members, but that's something we have to save for, move again, and that kind of thing. And that takes a lot of time. So it's hard to say. We do plan on practicing in some odd manner all online. And we can make it work. We've proven that. So, I mean,
I see.
nothing stopping us, stopping me from flying down there. And we do maybe a couple shows, take a week off and just do something. And we've got plenty of opportunities in Orlando or the surrounding area to play out, no problem. It's just a matter of getting down there and
doing it.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Now, if did I hear you correctly, you're back at Michigan or you're still in Orlando?
Back in Michigan.
That's
At
right.
least because I wanted to finish this album so bad. Before I moved back, I was working more than I was wanting to play out. I didn't move there to slave my ass off, doing some menial shit, and nothing was getting done as far as the album was concerned. Sure, we were playing out here and there about twice a month, 3 times a month, and but ultimately I just needed to move back and just save up for the release, getting the artwork done, getting the drums finished. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. Finished 6 more tracks. I mean, and there just wasn't really much time to waste, and that's why I had to move back so I could just hyper focus and do as best as possible to get this metal masterwork into existence ASAP.
Zergoth is a metal machine.
I wouldn't necessarily say a machine, or like some fourth interdimensional creature. I'm not quite sure. I just pray Zergoth every day. If I had to go to church, metal church, and Zergoth would be like the Pope.
There you go. Very good. And
instead of touching little kids, it touches the hearts of metalheads everywhere.
Brendan, you were telling me you've been pretty busy with work. What is it that you do when you're not doing the band? I mean, I imagine you're working like crazy hours or something. What can we tell the fans about what you do to pay your bills?
I usually sell my ass. Deal drugs. I'm kidding. No, seriously, man. I just do accounting. Honestly,
accounting?
Yeah,
wow.
Nothing exciting, but I just accounting, man. Yeah, that's what I do at night. I audit. That's what I do. Yeah.
Wow, it sounds like a fun job.
Not. It's cool though because you get the free time to write lyrics or anything on your off time. So I mean, it's not a complete loss. It's like working 2 jobs at once at time. Yeah, at times. So.
Is there anything that you would like to say to your fans that have been loyal to you and the new fans that you're going to have? Anything you'd like to tell them about anything you feel that you'd like to tell them? Please do so.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who supported us since 2009, man. That's all we could really ask for is just the support. A lot of people, they stuck around, and I couldn't be any more thankful because I realized that we're, it's all kind of like do it yourself, in terms of this band. I'd like to thank Colossol Force Records for helping us out and just getting this thing released. I'd like to thank the fans for just graciously being there, supporting us. And I know we're online all the time. We're this online band. It's like that's our gimmick. And that's kind of rare for a band like that to maintain a fan base because, I mean, it's hard. We don't play out, so we don't get to reach as many people in person. So, I mean, it's quite the endeavor to just, navigate the internet, develop a following, a fan base, and so far it's worked, and I couldn't be any more appreciative of these people and of the fans.
That's cool. And the one thing you need to do is be out there. I mean, how long has it been since it was 2009 since your last full release, right?
Yeah,
Psychological Defense, yeah. So that's quite a while. So I don't think anyone can forget you or Zergoth. So that's a good thing. But you need to you need to hopefully after this release things go in the right direction for you, and it won't take another 8 or 9 years or so for the next release. If you're planning on making new music, we hope that you are. We wish you success for the years to come, and we want to hear more from you, of course. So please keep doing what you do in your way because we want to hear it.
Oh yeah, of course, man. Plus, I got other things going on. We got this. It's called the Downfall Network. It's basically, it's kind of like Metal Messiah. You kind of promote bands and you do reviews, interviews, and I've been keeping myself busy with that as well. We actually interviewed Dr. Heathen Scum of the Mentors. That was interesting. Courtney Cox, Courtney Love, excuse me, whatever, some sort of Courtney. God, man, she's like a piece of sidewalk someone just spilt fucking like a big gulp and like a fucking Slurpee on and painted her face like a goddamn clown cunt. Yeah, and I guess she really did fucking hire El Dute or tried to accost him for $50,000 to fucking kill Kurt Cobain. I don't know if that's true or not, but hey, man, it's gonna be on one of our the Mentors retrospective, as well as we did Heathen as well. Craig and Lum, one of the guitarists, man, cool guy to talk to. So I got that, that's been keeping me busy as well, so. But yeah, Zergoth, we're going to be doing some shit in the future as well as regarding a third album. From the start, we always just wanted to do like a trilogy and see what happens from there on out. We'll probably continue, but I mean, we definitely want to do 3 albums with Zergoth. So
that's interesting. So you go from Thrash Odyssey to Thrash Trilogy. It works.
Thrash Trilogy. The Holy Trilogy.
The Holy Trilogy of Zergoth. In a record store near you, right? Well, I want to thank you for taking the time again to join us on the Metal Meltdown on Metal Messiah Radio, Brandon. And you always do a fantastic job and a very fun interview, so I do appreciate that. Don't work yourself too hard. You got to enjoy your life a little bit. I think you do, but I'm not sure about that. So I have to say, keep doing what you do and have fun doing it, which I'm sure that you do. And all the obstacles of life, may you overcome them, because we all have them. Everyone in this world, we have obstacles. And so it's just great to have this Thrash Odyssey out there. And I want to wish you and everyone in Zergoth the best for all the years to come. And I look forward to promoting this music of yours and spreading the word. And I'm looking forward to the next time. So definitely keep in touch with us and let us know what the latest news as it develops with you as far as shows, videos, or anything. Please, tag us, hit us up, send us a message, and we'll take care of the rest. And I just want to know, is there anything else that we could bring out to the fans that we have not discussed that you want to mention to the fans? Is there anything that we could tell them?
It's going to be a crushing blunt force trauma causing a concussion of cacophonistic fucking amazingness. Wow! Dave.
Yes.
Okay, so this will be post-edit because I do want to get into a couple songs that we haven't mentioned. I just want to just kind of explain the fact that the album isn't out just yet. It's going to be released, and they were saying it should be done by May, but I'm just going to say summer, for
That's
the
cool.
release.
That's cool.
Okay.
I'm glad to be able to get with you before it's released because, my situation, I head back to work and I take a hiatus from this. So I'm really happy that we got to do this now instead of doing it after it. So I really appreciate your time in doing that. But yeah, talk about your tunes you want to mention. Please do so.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So we got this one track, right? It's called A Friend in Hell. Pretty cool track, man. Pretty cool song. I like to use the word track a lot. Maybe because I like tracksuits. So who fucking knows? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so A Friend in Hell, I practice dream states. And basically, it's about being chased in a dream by some fucking, dream character, if you will. Because, they do exist in some respect. Don't get me wrong. I can tell the difference between, an amalgamation of, your daily life being transcended into a dream state. And you're just kind of, filtering out the bullshit that happened during the day. But man, this one felt really It was hyper realistic, man, and this thing was just like chasing me around, and it was almost like once you fucking die, there is no escape. Like I'm gonna be chasing you forever. I'm your friend in hell, and it was like showing this blinking screen of just all this fucking just depravity and just gory shit and just all manner of fucking just not good. It was almost demonic, man, and that's where Friend in Hell came to be a great inspiration. We also have this other track, Eve the Odyssey, which is pretty much a precursor to Thrash Odyssey, because it's Eve the Odyssey and Thrash Odyssey, they're pretty much one and the same. It's basically a story. If you like medieval Dungeons and Dragons, that sort of shit, because we like to call ourselves power thrash. So Eve the Odyssey, that's like the speed metal kind of like opener, and then Thrash Odyssey, which follows, is more of the I don't want to say blues based, but I mean it's a little bit more progressive, like progressive soup. It just progressively gets better every time you listen to it, except you don't eat it, you just like consume it with your ear. And you know, that's my prerogative. And then we also have this one track, and I don't know, I don't want to get too into it, but yeah.
No, go. You're doing fine. The more information we get, the better. Yeah, talk about your music. We love it. You have a certain way and style of offering us the information. I'm sure the fans want to hear it. So please continue.
And then, all right. And then we got this song called Unfinished Business, because, you know, I've dealt with alcoholism quite a bit. And, you know, it seems time won't wait, you know, time won't wait. The hour's growing late. God as my witness. There's fucking unfinished business. Because time won't wait, man. You got to catch up with time. Live in the moment. Live in the now. And, you know, that's pretty much that's the gist of the song, man. And, you know,
It's a rather personal tune.
Yeah, it is. Probably the only personal, because I try not to write personal shit like that, you know. But, I mean, I thought it would be a good, you know, message just to kind of send out a little bit, you know. Don't get me wrong, you know, but I just wanted to put something a little bit more personal than Dungeons and Dragons, you know.
No, that's great. I mean, I remember the music from the beginning, strange stuff and all that great music. So this is great to have the new music, and it's all, you know, basically it's all personal. But this particular tune you're talking about is very personal. And you know, I didn't know that you were an alcoholic. I figured you enjoyed the weed more. I don't know.
Oh, I would, man, but it's getting too expensive. I actually haven't smoked in probably about 6 months. Like, yeah, that's
good for you.
Quite the record. But, yeah, man, and yeah, so each track is basically just like one step along Thrash Odyssey's journey, you know, to coalesce into what it currently is and will be. And so we're kind of proud of this. Yeah.
It's a great concept, and I can't wait till the actual release. I want to hear it and play it.
Oh yeah,
over and over again. It's going to be great.
I do apologize. I would provide you with new tracks, but the label, you know, they're doing the mix mastering and just making the finishing touches. And
I totally understand that.
You know,
I totally understand that. But when it actually comes out, and we could always come back next year and talk more about the music when it's out there, and play the music from the album, and do another interview for that. That's not going to be a problem.
I do apologize, guys, if this might seem like a teaser. Let's just say it will give the most hardened of metallers an uncompensated hard-on for the metal that will be relinquished, upended into the stratosphere of, you know, your strongest fucking expectation of metal thrash. You might as well drink it and harden the fuck up, because that's what exactly will happen when you listen to this. That was a little bit of a tirade, but if any of that works, feel free to. I don't know. That's all I wanted to say.